Getting ready to do an oil change on my 2002 Tundra. It's got 157,000 miles, 157,300 miles approximately. I'm changing over to Mobil 1 from Mobil 1 to this new Mobil 1 that is a 030 weight. And I'm going to use a Fram high mileage filter. And I'll check the oil. This oil has a little over 15,000 miles on it. It's got 15,300 miles on it. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this here. Holding the phone and showing you the oil. But the oil is hardly down at all in the last oil change. That's a good sign. Right there. Actually, it's not down at all. I'll go ahead and wipe that. And it isn't down at all. That's 15,300 miles on this oil and not down a drop. The bolt is in the oil pan is 15 millimeters. We'll use an oil pan like this, catch the oil, put a piece of cardboard down on the dirt. And there's the oil pan bolt. Right there. I do all my own oil changes, so I know exactly where it's at. And I just have to put the phone down. So that's breaking the nut. I'll break the nut. Break the nut, and I'll use my hand. I don't have my glove on, so I'm going to get full of oil. And hold on to the nut if you've got an open pan. My pan is a sealed pan, so I can just drop the nut. That oil looks, doesn't look too bad for all that mileage. Sometimes I'll do an oil test on my oil, but they're not too familiar with oil samples as it pertains to extended life oil, synthetic oil. They look at oil samples around 65,000 miles. For some reason the oil doesn't look like it's draining completely. There we go. Draining completely. I have no idea why. This could be an oil disaster du jour. Oh, let's try this. Open the breather. Come on, oil. If you wear the rubber gloves, you won't have quite this kind of a mess. Then all I have to do is to reach down in there and put the filter on, or take the filter off and put the new filter on. And that's it for the oil change. I use synthetic because I used to change my oil every 3,000 miles. This saves me not only money, but it saves me a lot of time, or some time. Doing oil changes at 50,000 miles, at 15,000 miles isn't bad. Doing it every 3,000 miles is a burdensome chore. Actually, doing it 15,000 miles is just the right amount of time. It gives you a chance to get under the engine, take a look at what's going on, evaluate everything. The next thing I'll be doing after this evaluation is to draw out the brake fluid and put new brake fluid in there. I'm not going to bleed the brakes, I'm just going to draw out the bad stuff with a bulb. It's called a battery fill bulb, like a baster. Anyways, that's my next little project here. If you haven't done this before, you got an idea how to do it, you got an idea of what oil to use, and I guess that's it. Over and out.